It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. We've got Washington, Thompson out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Davis, and it's Gafford in at the center position. Now here's Booker. Beal, the pass to Durant. Back to Beal. This one for three. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
First team foul.
Irving against Booker. From outside the arc. And it's Irving missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Durant with it. And Davis picks him up defensively. Irving against Beal. Durant, the pass to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Thompson. Booker no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with the head coach of the Suns. We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, B.A.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
That mid-range shot, a go-to one for KD.
Irving against Booker. Thompson passes to Irving. Back to Thompson. Outside Irving. Launches a three. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
You got to run Kyrie off that line. If you let him get comfortable and find his shot from behind the arc, it's a wrap.
Durant, the pass to Dunn. Back to Durant. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance. Durant's got 5 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
That one goes in.
Klay Thompson.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Durant with it. Irving picks him up, and Booker puts up a deep three. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gafford. Shot from the inbound. And that one's good by Durant. He's got 7.
Well, Durant looks close to automatic. I mean, he does not second guess or hesitate at all his shot selection.
You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. Now here's Gafford. Second chance shot. Richards pulls it in.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Such a wide open look.
We talk about guys with clear strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Pass to Thompson. Now Irving. On the wing, Thompson. Pounded by Beal. Outside for Davis. Lets it go from deep. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. 1:19 left in the opening quarter. Washington left side. Outside Davis. Irving for 3. Fires in the triple. Irving's got 6.
That's the decisiveness we talk about with Irving. He's quick and right at it.
Booker with it. Now Thompson defending. Durant, the pass to Dunn. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Gafford with a screen on Booker. Pass to Thompson. Irving against Booker. Out to Thompson. Puts up a 3. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Washington. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Boy, with good mechanics and a nice high release point, Washington has a pretty advanced mid-range game.
Booker, the pass to Richards. Beal outside. Outside Booker. Shoots a fadeaway. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Thompson right side. Three-pointer. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. It's all tied in Phoenix. Stay with us. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Najee Marshall is out there with Dante Exum. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Williams in at the one. Now here's Dinwiddie. Lively inside. Plumlee on him. Goes back up. Lively with the bucket.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Jones, the pass to Gillespie. Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
To the middle. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
Mavericks ball.
And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Mavs. They trail by one. The kick out to Williams. Here's Marshall. Gets the three ball to go. Marshall's got his first 3 points of the game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Williams misses. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. For 3, O'Neal. Plumlee down low. Marshall's there. Plumlee passes to Jones. 4 on the clock. And the Suns miss again. For Dallas, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Exum outside. Pass to Lively. The 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Allen on the take. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Exum's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. No good on the triple. And Phoenix shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. Plumlee, no good. And it's the Mavericks with the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
It's Exum on the wing. Allen defending. 1:51 left to play in the half. Dinwiddie gets the bucket.
Well, it's all about being confident from there for Spencer Dinwiddie. A capable threat from distance now.
Pass to Gillespie. Allen with it. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Marshall. The 3 is up. O'Neal pulls it in. Suns trail by 3. And it's on Dante Exum. That's his first foul of the game. Christie's checked in for the Mavericks.
Maverick substitution.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Williams against Jones. Back to Allen. Outside Jones. 6 to shoot. Pass to Gillespie. The 3 ball. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Dinwiddie outside. And he lobs it up to the rim. Here's Marshall. Williams from long range. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got rebound number 7 tonight. O'Neal with it. And Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. Offensive board. Out to the wing. Back to Allen. Another shot. To the right side. Here's Gillespie. And at last, they get one to fall. Gillespie's got 5 points in the quarter. Williams against Jones. Dinwiddie, right side. Pass to Christie. Now Williams. Fires the 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the man half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Booker and Beal in the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's done in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. Booker for 3. Oh, yeah! Booker dialing long distance.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And the shot goes down.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles. And that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Durant has definitely been on one tonight, knocking down shots for himself at a high rate.
And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now here's Irving. Give him 8 points now. And here's Thompson for 3. That doesn't go either for Thompson.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Durant. Gafford grabs the miss.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Irving for 3. He buries it from 3. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, this is a staple, a pillar of Irving's attack. You got to be up on him or he'll pull up on a dime.
Fires the 3. Here's Davis. Plenty of space. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Davis has got 5 points.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Outside Durant. Pass to Dunn. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Thompson passes to Davis.
Remaining in the third, 2 minutes.
Takes a three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker surveying the D. 1:46 left in the third. To the paint. Out to Beal. The three is up. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Beal's got his second basket.
Down in the corner, Beal shoots with confidence. Just one more area he can score from consistently.
The Suns lead by 3. Pass to Booker. Three-pointer. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Thompson outside. Oh, and Clay makes that three look so easy.
Love the response from Thompson there. You knew it was going to be about payback for him.
Durant, the pass to Booker, and the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Phoenix. Plumlee's checked in for Richards. O'Neal comes in for Dunn. And it's Jones in for Devin Booker. And Dallas with a change here too. Exum's checked in. Beal, the pass to Durant. Clock at 6. Let's go with a three. The shot, no good. Mavericks trail by 3. Irving with it. He's picked up by Jones. Pass to Thompson. Back to Irving. Stolen by Jones. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Allen, he's checked in for Beal.
On the court.
The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. And here is Irving. 11 points in the game. The three. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Nails the wide open jumper. Durant's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Major dominance in it. Comes so easily for him. Fantastic.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
Are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
I have to admit, it's really difficult to decipher exactly what happened. They'll go to the monitors.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Phoenix. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court right now for Dallas. They've got Derek Lively. Klay Thompson is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Christie in at the 2. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Marshall. Irving looking around to take the lead. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Launches it. The Mavericks pull it in. Lively's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Marshall. Thompson outside. Puts up a deep 3. O'Neal pulls it in.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Back to Thompson. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. To the wing, right side. Here's Dunn. For 3, Booker. Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The 3 from Thompson. They get it again. Fires from way outside. Oh, are you kidding? Are you kidding?
How about that?
What a shot.
Mark it up.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Allen. Three-pointer. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Takes the 3. Durant's shot is off. Dallas has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Here's Christie. Pass to Irving. Stolen by Booker. 5-on-3 break. Durant for 3. It's not going to go for him. For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Irving with it. Now guarded by Booker. Now here's Thompson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Back to Irving. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Christie's shot is off. And so Durant will bring it up for the Suns. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. That doesn't go either for Durant.
He's lost his momentum in a big hurry. Coming off an excellent quarter, now he just can't find the bucket.
And that one's good. Irving.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
Irving against Booker. The answer, Devin Booker.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
On the wing, Irving. Booker defending. Thompson outside. Pass to Christie. Thompson scanning the floor. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Allen on the wing to take the lead. Booker, the pass to Allen. Outside Durant. Outside Booker. Pulls up. Oh, he nails it!
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. It's all come down to this one critical possession.
And B.A., you can feel the intensity in this arena. And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
It's not over yet.
There's the triple. The rebound by Devin Booker. Outside Durant. Back to Booker. From deep 3-point range. It's good from beyond the arc.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
So Phoenix wins it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on the
break given the veteran champ. On both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Gordon. Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Paul George. And it's Maxey in at the point guard.
Turning on the Jets, Maxey found the lane and made them pay.
Done outside. It's Beal on the wing. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Durant for three. Oubre pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the inside. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
Maxey, no good. Phoenix is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The shot by Beal, no good. 76ers are gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
Durant for three. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Oubre. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
There's the triple. And that one's good, George.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
And Booker kicks to KD. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Gordon outside. Another three for Philadelphia.
Three-point field goal.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
And there it is for him.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Embiid. Kicks it out to Maxey. Buries the long-range jumper. Maxey's got 5 points so far.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And here's Maxey after the three-pointer from KD. Back to George. To the paint. There's Embiid. Rebound by the Suns. A shake. That's tipped. Dunn dishes to KD. Over George. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Dunn. 8 points for him.
Oh, just beautiful poetry in motion. It is so fun watching Kevin Durant shoot the rock.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at me.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Allen finds KD. Back to Allen. Taken away. And they're moving it up. Here's George. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now here's Plumlee. Lets it go with a three. Paul George grabs the miss. The 76ers leading by 8. The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
For the 76ers.
And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
And now the Suns a fast break. Here's Gillespie. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. 35 seconds left in the first. Here's Grimes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Suns trail by 10. KD passes to Gillespie. Fires for three. KD can't get it to go. Here's McCain. Still yet to score. O'Neal with the steal. Got it off in time. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got O'Neal. Jones is out there with Booker. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Beal in at the three spot.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And Booker kicks to Beal. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Ooh, Booker glides in to finish the break.
Quick thinking from Beal on the defensive end. That's a nice steal.
Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
Clock at 6 to the left side wing. From the corner, Plumlee with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Oubre against O'Neal. It's Beal on the wing. For three. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Here's McCain. Connects from three-point range. McCain's got the lead up to 13 now for Philadelphia. And here's Booker from the arc. And it's Bona with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to McCain. Another three for Philadelphia.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Philadelphia leading by 14. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. So for the Suns, Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. And it's done in for Royce O'Neal. Beal from long range hits the three-point bomb. Beal's got 5 now.
Beal can hurt you from just about anywhere, and he is a multi-skilled player.
Here's Butler. That one's in, his first shot this game. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
So lethal from the mid-range. Booker's just one of those guys that can hit you at all 3 levels.
2 minutes.
Embiid with the power.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense. See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Oubre dishes to Embiid. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David. David.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every...
Oh, my goodness, man. Punishing the rim there. When George makes up his mind he's going to dunk it, there is not much you can do.
Butler in the corner. No good on the three. Suns trail by 12. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
And here's KD for three. Done outside. Second chance shot. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The shot and game clock separated by 4. George passes to Yabusele. Here's the screen. Shot's good from Butler. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Dunn. Here's McCain. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Bringing the quarter to a... Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. They've got Embiid. Gordon is out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Oubre, and it's George in at the small forward position. Just 5 on the clock. Beal from deep three-point land. Maxey grabs the miss.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Embiid kicks to George. 76ers moving the ball around. Right wing. Embiid finds George. Oubre, no one around him. No good with the triple. Dunn with it. Now defended by Embiid. Booker with no one around. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists now in this one. Embiid, the pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
No good from Booker. The 76ers leading by 6. Embiid inside. Dunn covering. Tries from 7. That one a little long. Suns have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Jacks up a 3. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. And stolen by Booker. And here we go. Booker heading to the hoop. Booker sinks the 3.
And we've spoken about Booker's two-way abilities. There we saw it all in one sequence.
And the All-Star, Devin Booker, an incredible scoring guard.
Since the moment he got drafted by the Phoenix Suns, he has been a beacon of consistency. Every single year he gets better. Every single year he adds something to his game. That's why Devin Booker is one of the best guards in this league.
And stolen by Dunn. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. Lets it go from deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Oubre's got his 5th rebound in this one. Gordon kicks to George. Back to Gordon. Pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 16.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Beal gets a wide open look. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Booker against Maxey. The 17-footer. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Kevin Durant.
And Durant's jumper is as pure as it gets. You just assume ahead of time it's going in.
Oubre with it, now guarded by Booker. George looking around. Pass to Gordon. Done against George. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. 59 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. There's the 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's George. Now Embiid. There's the triple. Rebound by the Suns. Richards got 5 rebounds tonight. Durant in the corner. The 3-ball. Kevin Durant, bullseye, money on the 3.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
The 76ers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor.
The thing you love about Maxey is that he always has a smile when he's out there. He's enjoying himself, and he embraces the challenge that the game presents.
A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got 8 points.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. 76. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Allen is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Plumlee. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Gillespie in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's McCain. Around the back and lays it in. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Oh, that's just silky smooth there. I mean, he made that around the back lay-in. It looked like it was nothing.
Here's Gillespie. O'Neal wide open. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Allen outside. From past the arc, another 3 for Phoenix.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Here's McCain. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. up there for Drummond. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Allen for the three. The offensive rebound. A kick out to O'Neal. And it's all evened up. O'Neal's got 6 points in the quarter.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
They've played with a lot of heart to get back in this, and now they've got the other side on their heels with the game winding down. Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
To take the lead. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Allen kicks to Jones. Back to Allen. Pass to Gillespie. Lets the three fly. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the wing on the left. Outside Butler. Floats one. Yep, it counts. And the 76ers lead by 2. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Here's Gillespie. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Outside Butler. Pass to Yabusele. Here's Grimes. Drains the three-pointer. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's O'Neal with the three. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist in this one. Now here's Butler. He's guarded closely. Yabusele kicks to Butler. Pass to McCain. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And the fans are so fired up after that triple that trimmed the lead at the other end. And now they are stunned.
Here's Gillespie. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 59 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. The offensive rebound. Drummond to the right side. It's stolen by Jones. Allen passes to Gillespie. Back to Allen. Outside O'Neal. From deep. Got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Outside Butler. Pass to McCain. To the wing right side. 4 on the shot clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And the second free throw drops, and it's a 4-point ball game. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that puts them up by 5.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
Durant with the steal. Three-pointer, no good. So the 76ers win it. This was a hard-fought game, David. Thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's George in a 2-guard. Now here's Washington. Thompson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Edwards pulls it in.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
George's shot is good.
Yeah, very efficient. Paul George is a finisher in the painted area.
And so it's Dallas with it. There's Davis with the 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Poked loose. Stolen by Davis. Outside Irving. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Irving for 3. Knocks down the triple. Irving's got 5.
How about the athleticism? Kyrie stops on a dime, knocks it in. Some of the best breaks in the league.
Maxey attacking. Stolen by Gafford. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Outside Irving. All alone. Out to Thompson. Maxey against Irving. Back to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Outside Irving. Shoots over Maxey. Another miss by Irving.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
It's tipped. Stolen by Gafford. And stolen by Edwards. And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
Now, I'll tell you put it anywhere around the rim, and Oubre's got the reach to go and get it.
Davis, the pass to Thompson. Fires for 3. Dallas, no good that time either. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Embiid. Puts it up. And the rebound goes to Dallas. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Shots good by Thompson.
Can we give Klay Thompson some credit here? There's a number of ways to score off the pick and roll, and he's got every one at his disposal.
Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
BA, this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Now here's Davis. He's scoreless, and the three-pointer goes.
Very effective facing up. AD spotting up and cashing in.
The kick out to Edwards. Maxey against Irving. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
The Mavericks leading. Here's Irving. And here's Thompson for 3. The rebound by Maxey.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
George finds Oubre. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. George with a steal. 3 on 3. There's the 3. Gafford grabs the miss. Mavericks shooting 33% in the first quarter. Washington against George. Irving looking around. The three from Thompson. That one is off. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Mavericks ahead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Spencer Dinwiddie is out there with Williams. Then there's Derek Lively. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Exum in at the 3. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's McCain. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Marshall can't hit. The Sixers leading. Here's Yabusele. Pass to McCain. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Marshall. They're running. Here's Exum. And a miss there on the triple. The 76ers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Grimes. 2 points. That one goes.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
From behind the arc. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, Dante Exum knocking down shots will put a smile on this team's face. He continues to work on the offensive end.
Butler. Here's Yabusele. He shoots. Grimes' shot is off. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Exum passes to Williams. From deep. Drummond grabs the miss. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And he comes up with a bucket. Butler's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, you love to see this level of awareness from a big like Drummond. How about that feed to his teammate?
Lively with a screen on Butler. Williams passes to Lively. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And there's the call on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Christie's checked in. Here's McCain. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
The offensive rebound. Williams from long range. Dallas no good that time either. Philadelphia leading by 4. Ooh, it's stolen away. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Pulls up for 3. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Really good anticipation by Dante Exum. He feels the defense laying off, and he sticks it.
Butler passes to Drummond. Shoots over Lively. It's rebounded by Dallas. Pass to Marshall. This one for 3. And the Mavericks, another 3. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
And a slam dunk by Lively.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Here's McCain. Pass to Grimes. Can they get it? The Sixers again can't hit. Dallas leading by 4. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Beyond the arc. Lively's shot is off.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Down low. Here's Dora. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
A big group substitution here for Dallas. Davis, he's checked in for Lively. Washington comes in for Marshall. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Exum. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Williams. Now here's Irving. He's got 5. 34 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Bona. Here's Oubre. Now George for 3. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
The 3 from Washington. That one no good. Washington against George.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
George hits them both. Irving for 3. And no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Sixers ahead, up 3. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the 3rd quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Paul George has been sensational.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. Maxey out there with George. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Edwards in at the 3. George for 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Are you kidding me? Just look at what Paul George is doing to the defense over and over. My goodness.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. No good on the free throw.
Well, you have to respect the career of Paul George. He has faced at one point a career-ending injury. He keeps battling to get back on the floor through constant injury.
Mavericks trail by 7. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. Love the energy here in the 3rd. Trying to take control now of this contest.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Davis a screen. The 3 ball. Kept alive. Out to the right wing. Gafford passes to Thompson. Oh, and Klay makes that 3 look so easy.
Well, this is his prototypical shot. Klay Thompson from 3.
George against Thompson. George with the bucket. George has got 19 points.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
All right, Doris, Kyrie Irving is a special talent. What's his greatest asset, you think, on the floor?
Oh, PA, this is a tough question. If you ask NBA players, they'll tell you the guy with the best handle historically is Kyrie Irving. But to me, his best attribute, fearlessness, the ability to deliver when it most matters.
And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dinwiddie comes in for Irving. Mavericks trail by 8. On the wing, Thompson. 4-3. And it's Bona with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
For Dallas, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. And here's Thompson for 3. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Marshall. Pass to Thompson. pure from three-point range. Thompson's got 9 points.
At his absolute best, Klay Thompson rise and fire on the catch. Good night defense.
Yep, that one's good.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Thompson outside. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
2 minutes.
Here's McCain, defended by Thompson. Pass to Grimes. Here's Yabusele. Jacks up a three. Connects from downtown. 5 points in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And Klay Thompson picks up the foul.
Second team foul.
That's his first foul. And Dallas making a change here. Williams is checked in. Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Butler comes in for Maxey. Inside. Here's Oubre. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Thompson. Back to Davis. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Sixers lead by 10. Butler with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. McCain. Rebounded by Marshall. The Mavericks shooting just 28%. Lacking confidence on offense right now. Fader on the way. And too long on the shot. Philadelphia's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. Christie comes in for Williams. Paul George, he's checked in for the Sixers.
How about the elevation from Klay Thompson? His jumper is sweet and it's pure, and it doesn't matter if the defender is there or not.
Oubre can't hit. Mavericks trail by 7. Thompson right side. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Lively. Butler against Dinwiddie. Butler with a steal. Outside Oubre. Here's Grimes. From downtown, the Sixers with another miss. Oh, Thompson from deep three-point line.
There will be 2 minutes to review.
Ball was out of his hand in time. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Philadelphia. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. We've got Washington. Derek Lively is out there with Daniel Gafford. And then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Christie in at shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. There's a screen. The kick out to Maxey. A deep three. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 6th rebound on the night. Washington against Edwards. Washington passes to Christie. Now here's Irving. Puts up a 3. Again the miss by the Mavericks. To the inside.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And a slam dunk by Lively.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Embiid passes to Maxey. Oubre with it. Fades away. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Come on. I mean, what can you do defensively? Embiid is pretty much impossible to guard when his jumper's on.
Knocks down the long J.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Pass to Washington. Now Lively. On the wing, Irving. Nice move. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, you know that Kyrie is going to be looking for a shot in that situation. It isn't hard for him to find one ever, it seems.
Here's George. Outside Oubre. From outside the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. And the 76ers lead by 6.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Pass to Gafford. Edwards against Washington. Throws it up high, and a slam dunk by Lively.
Can't ask for a better look when they needed it most. Using his height advantage inside.
And foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Thompson, he's checked in for Dallas. Dallas has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Washington outside. Gafford passes to Washington. And here is Irving. Off target from three-point range.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Oh, a high motor and close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Pass to Gafford. Thompson outside. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the lob. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Good on the first. And that brings him within 5. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Lively. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Oubre's checked in.
In a tight game, this is who they want taking these shots.
Maxey passes to Edwards. Out to Oubre. Maxey against Irving. And it's Maxey missing. The Mavericks have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Irving.
Kyrie Irving's so good at keeping defenders off balance. Earns a trip to the free throw line there. Nicely done.
He gets the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. It's both from the stripe.
Yeah, just a fruitful trip to the line. He's made this a one-possession game.
And he lobs it up. Thompson with a steal. Embiid against Davis. Left side Irving. Back to Davis. Pass to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. To tie it up. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
On the attack, Oubre. Count it!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment. Well, nice job crashing the glass. You love to see that kind of effort.
Here's Maxey. Sweet little floater.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Irving fires from way outside. And the miss. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. They played the villains. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's done in at the 3 spot. And for the Mavericks, they've got Klay Thompson. P.J. Washington is out there with Davis. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Irving in at the point.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Thompson against Beal. And here's Davis for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here's Durant, and the rejection by Gafford. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. Durant for 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. We're about 1 minute into the first. Irving from long range. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Irving against Booker. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Irving kicks to Washington. Davis, the pass to Washington. Irving against Booker. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Irving. The Suns have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Back to Booker. 3-pointer. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
3-point.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
The tray. Davis finds Irving. Davis sets a screen. Another shot. The rebound by KD. Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. They get it back. Outside for Beal. Booker outside. Drills it from outside. Booker's got 6.
In textbook mechanics, make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. Aji Marshall comes in for Anthony Davis. And for the Suns, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. And O'Neal subbed in for Durant. Here's Booker. And it's good off the back rim and in. He's got 8.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Pass to Marshall. Dallas moving it around. Irving from long range. They grab their own miss. Lively. And finished off by Lively.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Exum, he's checked in for Washington. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Thompson. And it's Williams in for Irving.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Allen for the three. There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Plumlee. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks trail by 8. And it's Exum in the corner. Sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
19 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
In the corner, it's Plumlee. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fired 3 of your own. Boom.
And so it's Devin Booker making high. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And they've made a point of pounding the offensive boards, turning those rebounds into points. It's been a great effort.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Williams. Derek Lively is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's Exum in at the 3 spot. Outside, Davis. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Davis looking for an opening. Davis setting the pick for Exum. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
A different look for Dallas. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Spencer Dinwiddie, and Irving subbed in for Williams. And then for Phoenix, Dunn comes in for Royce O'Neal, and it's Devin Booker in for Grayson Allen. Here's Jones, and the Suns tack on 2 more. Mavericks trail by 5. Now, here's Washington. Still scoreless. Dunn outside. And Jones has it in the corner. Booker with no one around, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Booker's got 11 points.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor. Oh, how about the up fake there, Kev? Worked like a charm and gave him a clear lane to the basket.
GA, that is one of the prettiest moves out there, if you can pull it off, and he did.
Yeah, he did. It was beautiful. You've got to sell that up fake, and he did.
Irving with it. Jones covering. Irving can't hit.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Jones against Washington. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And a fixture of Mavericks games for years. Team governor, Mark Cuban.
And since buying the team in the late 90s, Cuban has really changed how we view running a team. Very involved, bringing the Mavs their first title back in 2011. Cuban's the most passionate fan in this arena. He lives when he's stripped down the floor.
Mark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, I did. It wore me out too, Bart. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka. Woo! Yeah, don't make my head spin.
Irving kicks to Gafford. Irving with it. Jones covering. Pass to Christie. And here's Washington outside. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Phoenix leading by 5. The 3 from KD. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Out to the right wing. Fires from deep. Christie can't make it. Suns have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. From the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. For 3, Durant. Offensive rebound. Jones against Irving. Fades away. And there's Booker on the assist by Jones. Booker's got 8 here in the quarter.
And we see this so often from Booker because he has the green light to take any shot he wants. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marshall, who's checked in for P.J. Washington. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
O'Neal wide open. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it's Gillespie missing.
I'm shocked that he didn't try into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Marshall dishes to Williams. Puts up a 3. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Christie.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Beal. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Richards in at the 5, roaming the paint. Mavericks trail by 5. Thompson for the triple. Phoenix grabs the miss. Richards got 6 rebounds in the game. Craig in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Outside Irving. Down low. Outside for Davis. Wants to get it to Gafford and does. Shoots over Richards. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Derek Lively. He's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Suns leading by 8. Booker with a deep 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Thompson surveying the floor. Back to Irving. For the 3. The rebound by Richards. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. For 3, Booker. Mavericks with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thompson for the triple. Rebound by the Suns. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he's something else. Hey, thank you. Dallas moving it around. Here's Irving. It's good.
Give Irving some room to get it off that little floating jump shot of his, and you'll regret it for sure.
Booker against Irving. Outside for Durant. Takes a 3. Good. A nice assist from Booker. KD's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
The 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And it's Beal in the corner. Offline with his 3. Mavericks trail by 17. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Irving's shot is good.
Kyrie Irving, what a touch from deep.
And here's Phoenix. They're on a 14-5 run here. And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Lively. Beal with the steal. He drains the quick shot. Beal's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And love how assertive Beal is. He loves pulling up fast and surprising the D with that quick.
And it's Davis missing. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Back to Booker. Beyond the arc. And Davis sends it back.
His great length really helps AD defensively.
This Mavericks squad struggling. To the left side wing. Washington, that's for 2. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
That one is no good. He manages to convert the 3rd one. And so it's Phoenix feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Christie, Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Williams. Then there's Daniel Gafford, and it's Marshall in at the 4-man position. Fires the 3, and it's Gillespie missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Suns leading by 17. It's Allen on the wing. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Gillespie's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Suns. Pass to Dinwiddie. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Boy, Dinwiddie does not hesitate to go right back at a guy when he's been scored on. He wants a three of his own that time.
Williams finds Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Gillespie, the pass to Plumlee, and the foul on Daniel Gafford. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Anthony Davis comes in for Christie. That's Thompson in for Dinwiddie. And the Suns also making a change. Beal's checked in. Out to Thompson. This one for three. Pass to Marshall. Davis down low. O'Neal's there. Davis, the pass to Gafford. Clock at 4. Stolen by O'Neal. Shoots the three. Hits it from three-point range. And the Suns lead by 18. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Suns.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Davis, and that one goes long. Phoenix leading by 18. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And with this core of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Washington comes in for Najee Marshall. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Williams. The offensive rebound. Here's Durant. For three, Booker. Mavericks with the rebound. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Snatched up. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Phoenix.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for KD.
And, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Dinwiddie outside. Outside Williams. Lively sets a screen for Williams. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Nobody near Allen. And the Suns miss again. Mavericks trailed by 19. Williams kicks to Exum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Right side, Kevin Durant. Outside, O'Neal. From about 16. Outside for KD. Launches it. Cranes it from beyond the arc. And the Suns lead by 19.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Plumlee goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
puts up a deep three. Offline. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A resounding thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg.
it's Joel Embiid, and it's Maxey in at the 1. Well, Grant, what should we expect in a veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Now here's Embiid. They set a pick. George passes to Oubre, kicks it to George from the arc, and it's Phoenix for the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
No problems knocking that one down.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now here's Walker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
For 3, Durant. The rebound by Embiid.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
It's George on the wing. They set the screen. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Maxey surveys. Pass to George. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Screen by Embiid. Walker for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. As you can imagine, the team spent much of their practice preparing for Devin Booker. Coach said there's no great way to defend him. He can beat you at the rim, from mid-range, well beyond the arc as well. And on top of all that, he creates for others. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie.
Throw it down, big man. You gotta love seeing him rise up and just throw it down.
Philadelphia's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. For 3, Maxey. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Pass to Oubre. Now Embiid. For 3, George. Kevin Durant with a rebound. An MVP in this league, Richard. Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer, no, B.A. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
Now here's George. Embiid finds Maxey. Screen by Embiid. And it's Maxey missing.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Booker for 3, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Yeah, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
Maxey, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. For 3, Durant. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Embiid, a screen on Booker. Maxey passes to Embiid. The kick out to Maxey. And here's Oubre from the arc. Buries it from 3.
Heads up on the money pass by Maxey. Great vision.
For 3, Durant. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Outside Oubre. Pass to Embiid. 56 seconds left in the first. Again, the Sixers score.
This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
Booker, the pass to Beal. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Pass to George. Launches a 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Durant surveying the D. Fires the three. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Slick shot by Durant. Gets the pass and is in his motion a second later.
George passes to Oubre. Outside Walker. George outside. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. George has got 5 points.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Big day for their backcourt. Their guards have really set the tone for the rest of this team.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. The Sixers on top. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And we've also got to talk about those threes dropping for them. We'll see if they can keep up the momentum from long range.
Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
And so in the game for the Suns, they've got Royce O'Neal. He's out there with Mason Plumlee. Grayson Allen is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Gillespie in at the 1 spot. Gillespie can't get it to go.
Great defense. Can't let guys get open looks inside the arc.
Pass to Drummond. Lets it fly. And it's rebounded by Gillespie. Goes back up. And Drummond with the lay-in. Drummond's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
For three, O'Neal. And he parries his first look.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to McCain. Uncovered. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. McCain's got his first 2 points.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Fires it. Here's Drummond. Deflected. Jones from outside. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Grimes. No points yet. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Count it. Now it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches. But the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run. And honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Butler passes to Drummond. Yabusele misses the three. Suns trail by 4. Here's Gillespie. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Gillespie's got his first points of the night. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it. Jones from outside. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And what were they thinking, leaving 3 guys, like 3 open on the perimeter? They got what they asked for.
The jump hook. The bank shot. No good. And the Suns with possession. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Here's Plumlee. It's stolen away. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Bona. The Sixers again can't hit. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Here's Gillespie. 6 on the shot clock. And Grimes pulls it down.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
McCain's shot is off. The Suns leading. O'Neal passes to Gillespie. Fires for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. There's 49 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Gillespie. Outside O'Neal. Lets the 3 fly. And Grimes pulls it down. The 76ers have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Here's Bona. Hits the jump hook. Now it's a 3-point 76ers lead.
They allowed him to establish deep position. Just can't do that.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
Drills it from deep.
Rate of baskets assisted. It's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Butler surveying the floor. Sinks it from distance. Butler's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Philadelphia on top, up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
Maxey out there with Lonnie Walker. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Paul George. And it's Oubre in at the 4. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Maxey against Booker. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats. But this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt. Drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding. But Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. Here's Embiid. Inside, Embiid gets the advantage. Suns trail by 4. Durant with it. Guarded now by George. Durant against George. Durant, pass to Beal. Back to Durant. Dunn outside. Beal from outside. Rebound by Philadelphia. It's Walker on the wing. Booker defending. For 3, George. The Suns clear it. Richards has got 5 rebounds in the game. Durant against Embiid. Nice shot by Durant. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, just beautiful poetry in motion. It is so fun watching Kevin Durant shoot the rock.
And that one drops for him. And the 76ers lead by 4.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Maxey against Booker. Pass to Beal. Back to Booker. Beal against Walker. Cleaner from distance. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Beal.
The pure shot mechanics of Booker. It's fun watching him shoot the ball.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. He can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Pass to Dunn. Beal, left side. The three ball. It's hauled in by Oubre. Philadelphia leading by 5. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Durant for 3. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed.
3 points.
Beal's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
For the lead. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Pass to Maxey. Now here's Embiid. Defense right on him. Oubre passes to Embiid. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Richards. Beal right side. For 3. Counted from distance. And now it's a 4-point Suns lead.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team. And they will take it in a close game like this.
It's intercepted.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
A nice shot by Booker.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Maxey passes to George. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so, in the game for Phoenix, Booker is the 2 with Allen playing small forward. Mason Plumlee out there with Royce O'Neal, and it's Jones in at the point guard. Count the basket.
So lethal from the mid-range. Booker's just one of those guys that can hit you at all 3 levels.
Here's McCain. On target from range.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Dunn, he's checked in for the Suns. Beal comes in for Jones.
He's got the finesse. Booker with a feathery finish.
Here's McCain. Booker defending. Pass to Grimes. Here's McCain. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on O'Neal. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
Richards is checked in for the Suns. Kevin Durant comes in for O'Neal. Booker finds Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 5 assists in the game.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Done with a steal. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Durant, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Out left to the wing. Left side, Maxey. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first.
A scoring machine. There's just no shot Embiid's afraid to take.
Oubre, he's checked in for the Sixers. And Embiid drops them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Pass to Durant. Shoots over Oubre. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Durant's got 12 points in just the second half. George outside. Right side, Maxey. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Pass to McCain. And here's Embiid. Shot clock at 6. It doesn't go for him. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn. The Suns lead by 4. Durant, pass to Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Back to Durant. Outside Booker. Oh, Booker in close.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
This team counts on George to deliver points. His consistency under pressure is key to their offense.
Drains the triple.
He is pouring it in this quarter. Maybe double team or shoot at this point in time, triple team the dude.
George with the bucket.
With how good PG-13's jumper is, that is an easy make.
Beal outside. Here's Durant. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Beal's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot it.
Here's Durant. Rebound by the 76ers.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Such a physical player. Hard not to get into it with Embiid when you're covering.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
Durant, pass to Richards. Durant against Embiid. Takes a 3. Durant with another miss. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to George. And there's a pick. Cash! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3!
This dude is nails in the clutch. You want your best shot at winning at the end, give the ball to PG.
76ers foul. McCain. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Durant. Ooh, poked away. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Phoenix ball.
Here's Beal. And now we've got an intentional foul.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
Personal foul.
Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. And the second of two is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. George for three. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Gafford is out there with Davis. And there's Klay Thompson. Then there's Washington. And it's Irving at the 1. And for Philadelphia, they've got Paul George. Embiid is out there with Oubre. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. Embiid with a screen on Gafford. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Irving kicks to Gafford. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Oh, trying for it. Irving passes to Thompson. Embiid against Gafford. Shoots over Embiid. Shots good by Gafford. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Inside. Shoots it up. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Now here is Davis. Shoots over Oubre, and he can't bank that one in. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Here's Maxey. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop him. Guys?
Thanks, David. Paul George with the steal. Buries the jumper to finish the break.
We talk about the two-way abilities of PG-13. There it is, all in one sequence.
Here's Irving. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Oubre.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
And it's in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Offensive rebound. Outside, Maxey. Oubre sets the screen for Maxey. Drills the three-pointer.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Gafford throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. George, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Irving dishes to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
Pass to Grimes. Kicks it out to Maxey. Another three for Philadelphia.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shot to get this game underway. Drops in the tray.
Well, there is a special nature to Kyrie Irving's ability to answer back with the three.
Here's Grimes. No scoring in this one. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. A different look for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Najee Marshall comes in for Davis, and it's Williams in for Irving. Lively the pass to Washington. He lobs it up. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Assistant
Nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. And that one's good, George.
Now, you see Paul George stay strong and committed with the basketball, totally focused on finishing.
Williams kicks to Washington. Thompson outside. Fires the three. Washington finds Williams. The rebound by Yabusele.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Right side, George. They set the pick. Here's McCain. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Williams. Then there's Dante Exum. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Marshall in a power forward position. Irving's checked in for Dallas. Dallas leading by 4. Over to the left wing. Pass to Lively. Clock at 6. From downtown. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Marshall. Irving's got 11 points.
Excellent setup. The pre-shot preparation, getting into that catch-and-shoot game. We see it, Kyrie.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
In a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Here's Bona. Nothing on the board. That one falls.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Irving looking over the floor. Lively, no one around him. No good on the triple. The 76ers trail by 9. Bona, that's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Kyrie Irving is lighting it up right now, just letting everybody see every aspect of skill to his game.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Off target from 3-point range. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. And that one drops. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for Dallas.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Bona. Here's McCain. The 3. The shot will not fall. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Irving. Over to the wing. Over Edwards. Again, Irving missing. The 76ers trail by 11. Pass to McCain. The 76ers with another miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Pass to Yabusele. Butler from outside. The Mavericks pull it in.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Irving against Butler. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Exum. And that's now 21 points for Kyrie Irving. Butler passes to Edwards. To the middle. Stolen by Lively. And Exum with a clear path to the hoop. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Pass to McCain. Butler a screen on Dinwiddie. McCain, and that one is good.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And here's Irving. Here's the three. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Dallas. 13 points up at the end of the period. And thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans half-court shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first two quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
We've got Kelly Oubre. He's out there with Embiid. Paul George is out there with Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And finished off by Oubre.
Well, Oubre has the kind of athleticism that makes that an easy play.
Thompson in the corner. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Irving misses. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. 11-point game. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Pass to Washington. In the corner, Irving with it. And it's sent back by George.
That's just staying with your man, anticipating what he's thinking, and great instincts on the block from Paul George.
Oubre kicks to Maxey. George looking around. Kicks it out to Maxey. And stolen by Thompson. On the wing, Irving. He's got 23. It's picked off. Maxey with it. Picked up by Davis. Embiid with the screen on Washington. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That is his first foul of the game. Williams is checked in for Irving. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Right wing. Here's Grimes. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Grimes has got himself on the board with three there. Here's Davis. Over Oubre. Bank shot. No good. The 76ers trail by 8. Pass to Maxey. From outside the arc. Another three for Philadelphia.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
George dishes to Embiid. Here's Grimes. And he uses the glass on the lane. Grimes has got 5 points in the quarter. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Well, Paul George won't be shy. You give him a driving lane, he will expose you defensively.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside for Davis. Takes the three. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 6. To the paint. Launches a three. It's good from long range. Maxey's got 12.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his three-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
Now, here's Maxey. 12 points for him. Back to Embiid. This is where Embiid wants the ball.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
For the lead. Rebounded by Gafford. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Davis. Oubre with the steal. Here's Maxey. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Mavericks leading. One-on-one fast break. Here's Gafford. Plays it up and banks it in. Gafford's got 4 points this quarter. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Grimes. 32 seconds left in the third. Stolen by Washington. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Embiid with the steal. Here's Oubre. And he finishes nicely on the lane.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
And he gets it to go. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Outside, Maxey. George sets a screen for Maxey. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Mavericks ahead. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Mavericks. They've got Christie. He's out there with Kyrie Irving. Derek Lively is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Marshall in at the four-man position.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Into the lane. They get a hand on it. Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count. And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And here is Irving, following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. And the basket is good.
So many things go into Kyrie Irving's game. Right there, the quickness and the craftiness on the drive. It's special.
Maxey passes to Drummond. In the corner, it's Oubre. Here's McCain. Another three for Philadelphia.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Philadelphia able to drain the three. Irving passes to Christie. 4 on the clock. Nobody near Irving. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And it's Oubre off the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 3-point 76ers lead. Maxey against Irving. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 29 in the game.
Gets in the paint and drains it. Kyrie Irving, show off that touch.
Lets it go with the three. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And some changes here for the 76ers. Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. And George is subbed in for Yabusele. And Dallas also making a switch. Davis is checked in.
He's such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Pass to Lively. Stolen by George. Maxey kicks to George. The three. Thompson with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Irving for 3. They get it back. Lively. The dunk and the foul. Powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Kelly Oubre. And the Mavericks making a change here. Washington's checked in.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball.
Pass to McCain. Kicks it out to Maxey. And stolen by Thompson. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Paul George. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Irving drives in, lays it up off the glass. Irving's got 31 points.
Huge bucket from Kyrie. Knows how to deliver.
Maxey against Irving. Here's McCain. 2 points. That one goes. And the 76ers lead by 3.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Davis setting the pick for Thompson to tie it up. Thompson with the 3.
Big time from Clay. Doesn't get phased when he has the opportunity.
Pass to Oubre. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid kicks to Maxey. Embiid with a screen on Irving. Maxey. Now, here is Irving. It falls!
My goodness, what a move. He left the defender in the dust.
Then effortlessly laid it in. He just makes it look so easy. Ridiculous.
Now, here's George. Oubre sets the screen for George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for Philadelphia. Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Back to Thompson. Outside Irving. Outside Davis. Release it from outside.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Oubre, no one around him. No good. So a close game sees Dallas. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.